This is an Aprilia SX125 2019 model, and I picked it up recently from the insurance auctions, and it just needs a little bit of work, not very much at all. So this will be a really short video. First thing I'm going to do is tackle this front mudguard. I need to undo these 4 bolts, and then I can put on my new mudguard because I've got myself a box of goodies here. So this is a colour matched mudguard. So my first job is just going to be to put that guy on there. I'll do it off camera and show it how it looks. These bolts are really tough, so I'm going to use this, which is my heat gun, and I just want to heat up the aluminium around each bolt so that I can crack these nuts off. Try not to set fire to the bike at the same time. But here we go. This is sometimes what you need to do with these sort of bikes, is get some flames involved. So we'll see how this goes. I'll do this off camera so I don't set fire to the bike and burn the wires and stuff, but you get the idea. I'm going to do that, and then when I've done that, I'll just show this one. Hopefully I can just grab this one quickly. I'm going to use my torque gun. You can see on that one I've got that off, so that's pretty good. So I'll do that again for the other 3 bolts and see if they will all come off. This front area is all smashed up, so to make things easy on myself, I just bought the complete unit with all the fixings and stuff in the same colour, so that'll be super easy to put on. To put it on, I need to change these brackets as well because they are broken. To get them off, I need to remove the handlebars, so I've undone some fixings there already, and I've undone some bolts, and actually I need to undo these ones as well, so the Allen keys, and then I can just use my hammer to knock this top yoke off out of place and then remove the whole thing in one go. I've undone some bolts here, and this thing was sort of connected onto this bracket behind, and it turns out it's easier just to remove all of this first. So remove that front piece, pull that wire off there. So I think this just pulls out from here. This can go in the trash, except I'll probably take the indicators because I've got this whole new section. And I'm also going to replace these brackets because I feel like these are pretty bent up. So to do that, I need to just undo these bolts and then slip it around this wider bit of the fork at the top. And then I can take both sides off, and then I'll put that complete piece on. This is my new piece, and I should be able to just slip it on. So I have to line it up with these top yoke, these forks, and then just slip these plastic parts around the forks like that, and then push the whole thing down. And it's a bit tricky with one hand, but I think I'll be able to do it. So just push that down like that, and then it sort of will clip into place where the fork becomes less wide, and then I can just grab my bolts from the old one and put them back in, and then this front part should be fixed in place. So I've got that front end on looking pretty good. I've plugged the clocks in just loosely for now, and now I can just tap the top yoke back on. This is, I'm actually going to sell this bike as a project, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I've already just put this seat on as well. This came, this bike didn't have a seat, but I've just bought this one, again matching colour, so I can just pop it straight on there, and that's worked out pretty well. So yeah, it's looking good. So I just need to tighten this yoke back down and then finish off putting the handlebars back on. Okay, so it's starting to come together. I've got the front mudguard on, headlight assembly is on. This side panel, I've looked for it, but I just can't find one, so that's just going to have to stay like that for now. As I said, I'm selling this bike as a project, so it doesn't need to be all perfect. Seat is on, and it's nice to have the colour match. I've put these clocks in, and they're not quite fixed in, but they do come on, and that's all lovely. last thing I'm going to do is, in this bag is some lower fork protector thingies. I'll just pull them out to show you. So they go on there. This one has got one of them, but it's pretty tired. So this one is the yellow version. So I'm just going to throw these on, see how it looks, and then that'll be pretty much it. So let's see how that goes. I've got this side on, so it's looking pretty good, nice and sharp graphics there. On this side I got most of the bolts out, but this one is seized, so I'll do it off camera because I've got to be really careful not to mess this bit up. But basically, to get a seized bolt out like this, use an angle grinder. A fine blade is ideal, but this is the one I've got. And then cut a slit in the bolt, and then use a really big oversized flathead screwdriver to just put it in there and then turn that guy out. So I'll do that off camera so I don't mess things up. If all else fails, a bit of heat in this sort of situation really helps. So I'm just going to blast the aluminium here with a load of heat. And then what you want is to heat the aluminium, and then that will expand. Leave the steel in place, and when the aluminium expands, it kind of breaks the bind between the two metals. So I'm just going to do a load of heat here, and then I will try and pop this bolt. Okay, so I've got the fork protectors back on, and that is going to be it for this video. A really short and sweet video, quick rebuild. This bike is not one that I'm going to do as a sort of a retail bike, if you call it that. It's just one that I'm going to sell on quickly. So it looks a bit better than when I bought it, and it runs, and someone else will take their time and do the last bits. All it really needs is a pair of indicators on the front, and it just needs a bit of attention, a bit of mirrors and a few bits and pieces. The clocks are not fixed on because these have got broken mounts on the back, and there's stuff like that. Left hand mirror there, but again it turns on and works fine. So I'll leave it there. Many more rebuild videos coming up very soon. Catch you on the next one.